Well, hello, it's Wednesday, so it must be time for Woolly Hats Wednesday with. And you join me underneath the damson tree for the first time this summer. Sadly, the damson tree has got has got a fungus, and so all the damsons are going all strange. So I might not get a good damson crop this year, but we'll see. Anyway, that's nothing to do with knitting, but will impact on the damson gin. Anyway, what have I been doing this week? Well, I have been knitting. And you'll be pleased to know that following the rather disastrous Wednesday week last week, where I discovered I'd made a mistake, I've now finished the back of the jumper that I'm doing for my friend's birthday. So that's looking rather spiffed, don't you think? So there we go. So that's looking good. And now I'm on the left front. So the left front is it's a V-neck cardigan, so I'm at the point where I'm decreasing for the armhole and also for the neck, so I'm having to pay attention. So I've stopped halfway through, so I hope I can remember where I was when I pick up next time. But I'm really enjoying that, and it's coming along really nicely. And I think I've told you before, but I'll tell you again, I'm using West Yorkshire Spinners Colour Lab. And it wasn't recommended yarn, but I do like this yarn because it's 100% wool, which is nice, and also is from Britain. Because nowadays a lot of yarn is from is made elsewhere, and you know, if you're looking at distances for your yarn, then you need to look at the label to see where it's come from. So in the olden days, Rowan wool used to be very British, but if you look at a lot of their yarns now, it comes from Turkey and other places as well. I mean, it's lovely yarn, but I'm just saying. Interesting enough, it was World Environment Day this week, and one of the themes they were doing there was about, or the theme, little chirpy sparrow, was reducing plastic, or reducing the need for plastic. And I was thinking about, you might have heard rumblings a bit about this before, but I was thinking about how we use plastic in knitting and things like this. And you think, oh well, it should be easy not to use plastic, but you know, even on a knitting needle, that's plastic, even if the knitting needle itself isn't. I've got a pair of scissors here, the handles are plastic. I've even got a plastic wallet to put my pattern in. So, you know, there are bits of plastic and things like that, but I guess the biggest consumable of plastic that we might use is if we use acrylic yarn, because acrylic yarn is plastic basically, so it goes in the landfill, presumably after lots of wearing, but it doesn't really disintegrate or compost, because it's basically plastic. So there you go. So if you don't want to increase the amount of plastic we use, then do it with acrylic yarn. And you're going, oh, but Harriet, it's lovely and it's cheap. There's some really nice ones, and there are some really nice ones. But what I'd say is that with anything in this consumer society is that, you know, do we have to buy things? Do we have to do things? Do we have to have our store full of wool of things that we're never going to knit? She says, thinking about all the wool that I've got in my yarn store that I might not knit or crochet. So anyway, just a little thought out there. So if you've got anybody's got any comments about use of plastic in our lovely hobbies of knitting and crochet, then do let me know. So I think that's all I've been up to really. Enjoying the sunshine. The garden, I have to say, is looking rather fab at the moment. There's lots of mock orange out and the smell is gorgeous. I'm sorry this is not smell-o-vision, but it is lovely. And yeah, the roses are out and it's quite nice. It's almost like summer. So anyway, that's all for me today. Short one, but I will be back next week. Next week is my birthday week. Woohoo! So hopefully I'll be remembered to do it on the Wednesday, but we'll see. See you next week. Bye.